Thank you for sparing some time for this interview. I would like to start first with how do you find the conference today, and do you have some good networking and you meet people, and overall, what do you find?
Thank you very much, Wasim. It was really wonderful, and I would like to thank Data Access for having such a wonderful, arrangement, and the event is fantastic. There was a lot of discussion between the content providers and
Right.
everyone, and it was really a win-win for everyone, even for telcos, so it was really collaborative thing. And I really find it very interesting because so I'm really satisfied that the whole day I spent, but it was really very satisfying. So
Good to hear that,
Yeah.
Himkar. So maybe you want to tell us about yourself.
okay,
something?
yeah. So Wasim, see, I'm a telecom, I'm a telecom professional, and I spent in telecom industry. I've spent more than 15-16 years,
Right.
and major in India. So almost 14 years in telecom in India, and then after that, currently I am there in Myanmar, and I am heading sales and distribution for Ooredoo.
Right.
Yeah. So and it's sorry. So you it has to. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Himkar. What do you think about the telecom industry in Myanmar? As you have spent some time there now, you are well aware of the industry, what is happening there, what kind of development you see.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Wasim, that it's one of the fastest. It was the first thing is that it was the last opportunity for any telecom operator, which was left.
Yeah.
And this telecom license was given to two operators, Telenor and
Right.
Ooredoo.
Right.
And in just span of close to 2 years time, from single digit or maybe 9 to 10% teledensity, it has reached to almost 90% of a teledensity.
Wow.
If you compare it with the neighboring countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia,
Yeah.
Vietnam, and all that, you'll find that they took almost 8 to 10 years.
Right.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. Yeah. So they
problem.
took almost 8 to 10 years to reach to that. If you talk about India, still it is not 90% penetrated.
Right,
Although
that's true.
there's a huge population of 1.3 billion, but of course, yeah. So it is a really, nobody expected that in 2 years' time, in the horizon of 2 years' time, it will reach to a 90% of, teledensity. The people of Myanmar there, because they were deprived of so many things, whether it's entertainment or anything because of the Juddha Raj, which is the army rule, and in 2013, the democracy came back.
Right.
So a lot of decisions are being taken in the favor of the Myanmar people, and I think for the it's really great for the local people of Myanmar that they are
that's
getting
true.
this opportunity to express their views.
Right.
So that's what I find. So it's really very interesting market, and I'm very lucky that I'm there in that at the right point of time in the right industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you find Myanmar different from the neighboring Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam or Thailand, or in terms of course it's late, very late in terms of development of telecom and spectrum and licensing and all that stuff, but what do you think now at this stage, the difference between these market and maybe what you can take from these countries and use it in Myanmar?
Okay. So first thing is that as I told you earlier also that because of the army rule,
Yeah.
there are a lot of bans, and the different countries also, like US, a lot of ban and everything was there on that country because of that army thing.
Right.
Now after this democracy, after democracy, I think a lot of things are going for a for a change.
Positive change.
Yeah. There's a huge positive change.
Right.
And on specific to telecom industry, although it was too late for Myanmar, it was, as I said, that it was the last market.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that it is now at par with any neighboring country,
Right.
whether it's India, in terms of teledensity, in terms of this, and the people there, if you ask anybody internet, probably they don't understand what is internet, as a. So they only understand, if somebody is there on folk. So there are two major, majority of people, they use mostly the Facebook.
Right.
And the Facebook is not only used as a social media; it's also used as a giving to news. So so news is also it's a because the news and everything is everything is not there in that.
Right.
It's regulated. Even still
okay.
today, it is regulated. If anything has to be regulated, so that media does not have that much of freedom which any other country like India would have.
Yeah.
Where everything gets scrutinized, and then after that, So, but now this Facebook has done a wonderful job. So, and I would say the telcos, because of the free Facebook offers from the telcos.
Right.
Now people are using, and I think 70-80% of people are using Facebook, who are there and who are using data.
Right.
So I think it's and the second thing is the Viber that they are using.
Okay.
So I think a lot of I see, in fact I foresee a lot of opportunity for the the content developers, mobile on demand, mobile TV. So I think a lot of opportunity is there if somebody wants, because if you look at the TV penetration also, it's really very low. It's really very low. It was in once before in 2012 it used to be 3%.
Okay. Right.
So I think it's really going wonderful, and I think it's a right time, because if you look at people use, because there's no content developers there. There's no telco which has done a tie-up and all that with the content developers.
Yeah.
So people are currently, if you ask me, the people see movie, and they see movie on their handheld, on their device, and through YouTube. So YouTube is very famous for movie, and Myanmar is crazy about two things. One is a Bollywood movie. So you ask any young generation, he's fan, he knows, he does not understand the language, he cannot speak, but he understands, and he's trying, he speaks the, because I connect, my job is to connect with the locals and all that. Right. So I see that they can, they are fan of Bollywood. And the second thing is the football. They're crazy about football.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So European leagues and all that. So they follow football like crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So I see a lot of opportunity for the content developers and the telcos to collaborate.
Right.
And to utilize that entertainment and gaming and all this industry together. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.